Let's see how you can easily and correctly start up the engines of this beast, so let's go. Hello simmers, it's Mo and welcome to Mike Oscar. In this tutorial you will learn how you can easily and correctly run the engines of this aircraft. We will not be going through the entire cold and dark startup procedure, again focusing mainly on how to start the engines the correct way. However, I promise to make more tutorials for this aircraft in the near future, so stay tuned and subscribe. I'd also urge you to read the POH of this aircraft, which is already included for free, as well as the checklists, and please read the POH twice. I did it, so you can also do it. First things first, you need to determine the condition of the engine. Is it cold or something else? So if it's the first flight of the day, then it's definitely cold. If it's been shot for a few hours, then it's cold. If you don't yet know how to start it, then it could be cold or worse, flooded. But don't worry, if it's flooded, I will show you how to fix this as well. So assuming that this is the first flight of the day, and you can also open the weight and balance page of the aircraft. And as the status indicates, both engines are cold and we have enough fuel for the startup in the inboard tank. This aircraft, on each wing, it has 2 tanks for each engine, the inboard and the outboard. So let's switch on the master switches. Make sure that both inverters are, both alternators are switched on. And for the engine to be able to consume or suck fuel, it needs the fuel boost pumps to be turned on. By default, they are always on, but I switched them off. So you need to make sure that both of these circuit breakers are on, pushed in like this. I guess you can maybe hear now a difference in the sounds of the aircraft. Make sure that here you are selecting the inboard fuel tanks. These are used for startup, climb and descent, not also for cruise, but the outboard are not used for these purposes at all. So always use the inboard for the startup. Make sure that the no crossfeed is active, and the fuel firewall shutoff is also switched off. These engines are piston engines, like in an old car. Okay, so we need to prime it with fuel first. We need to do this manually. Okay, I will show you how to, using the mixture handles. Okay, so let's first turn on the magnetos of the right engine. I will start the right engine first, and these are also fuel pumps, but these are emergency pumps. You don't use them in normal operations or during startup, so let's keep these switched off. One more thing here as well, make sure that the cowl flaps are open here. Okay, they're open, not closed. And also, yeah, you should never set these to close unless the weather maybe dictates, but refer to the POH for these. For normal operations, the cowl flaps must be open during the startup of the engine. Let me get backwards a bit higher. Okay, so to prime the engine, we will push the mixture handle all the way forward for 6 seconds, and the throttles also, we need to open it for like ½ an inch, I guess. This is ½ an inch, I guess so. Yeah, the propellers also, the handles must be full like that. And let's prime it for 6 seconds, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If this wasn't enough, you can repeat it partially, but let's give it a try now to start the engine. Once the engine starts running, I will increase the fuel using the mixture handle for the right engine. So let's let's give it a try. once it starts, I will add more fuel slowly. Okay, so let's go. Nope. Yeah, slowly increase the fuel here to the max, as you can see, and let's set the RPM of this engine. It should be around 1000 or a little bit less than 1000, but yeah, let's keep it a little bit less than 1000. It's a cold start, so this is enough. Okay, this is good. Let's repeat the same thing with the second one. We can also first check the if the hydraulic pumps work, but this is not really in the scope of this video, but let's give it a try. Try to extend the landing gear, which is already extended, of course, but if the handle returns to the default position, it means that the hydraulic pump is working fine. Let's repeat the same thing with the left engine this time. Let's turn on the magnetos. This way this time. And prime it again for 6 seconds. Yeah, let's open this like that. And let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Idle. Let's give it a try, and I will increase the mixture on my throttle quadrant here. So let's go. Yep. Slowly increase the fuel, and it has started. Easy. Okay, now let's reduce the throttles a bit. Yeah, it will. In a few moments, it will. Be like the other one, like 800 RPM or so. Okay, the manifold pressure is fine. The temperature of the cylinder is also okay-ish. Yeah. Fuel pressure, everything seems to be fine, and all of the warning annunciators have been extinguished, which is a good sign here. All right. And now you can switch on the avionics from here. Yeah. Now and these are switched on. Don't worry about my GTN here. It's sort of turned off on purpose, but yeah, avionics are on. Maybe you can also turn on the nav lights, etc, etc. But again, this is not the complete procedure for the cold and dark. But anyways, now we know. I'd urge you to read the POH, please, and try to read it twice. It's quite handy. So let's now perform a hot start, and a hot start means that your engine is warm enough to be started without the need to prime it. And this could happen if you, on the ground, if you had to shut down the engine and start it up again, then you don't need to prime it. Or after a flight, and if you are just staying in an airport for very few minutes and you will start the engines again, then you don't need to prime it again, unless necessary, of course. So we have now warm engines. Let's turn these engines off. Let's first see, yeah, the RPM is already 1000, and let's cut it off one by one. Idle. Cool. So assuming now that they are warm, the magnetos are on. Let's start with the lift engine. I will not prime it, but open the throttles a little bit. Okay, and let's start the same procedure without the need to prime, and I will increase, yeah, let me go backwards, increase the fuel, or yeah, introduce the fuel to it. Let's, yeah, this one. Let's go. Yes, increase the fuel. Great, so I didn't have to prime it. Let's reduce it. Keep the RPM around 1000. a little bit higher. Yep, for a hot start it should be 1000, not more. And let me set the throttles handle for the second engine to the same level. Let's try the right engine. Okay, magnetos on. Let's go. Yep, introduce fuel. Excellent. So both engines are running. Let's check the RPM. It should be 1000 for hot start. Okay, that was the hot start. Let's assume that you run into a flooded engine issue, and you may flood the engine by over-priming the engine. Okay, so yeah, let's give it a try. Let's over-prime the right engine, for example. Let's set the mixture to rich. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's have an eye here on the condition. Yeah, now it's flooded, so let's see how to fix it. Let's set this to cut idle. Okay, mixtures are on. You need to burn the extra fuel that got into the engine by setting the throttles to the max. We will start the engine, crank it, and once it starts, you will introduce slowly fuel with the mixture and reduce quickly. Reduce or gently, but you need to do this quickly to reduce the thrusts, the throttles. I think you can see the right engine. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Be patient for a few seconds. Yeah, introduce fuel. Reduce the throttles gently. Yeah. Gently, gently, gently. The RPM should be around 1000. Let's do the same thing with the right engine, but now you know how it goes. It's the same procedure. Anyways, let's overprime the left one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 15, 21. I think it's enough. Okay, I think it's flooded. Let's open the throttles to the max. Magnetos on. I guess you can see the engine, yeah. Alright, let's repeat the same procedure. Throttles full of the left engine, magnetos on, mixture idle. Let's crank it. Hold it, hold it. Yeah, introduce fuel, more fuel. Throttles less. Cool. Now your both engines are happy, so this is how you can easily fix the flooded engines issue. However, if it didn't pick up from the first trial, it's fine. You can continue again, but you should not. I'm not sure for how long you can crank the engine. I think 30 seconds, but I'm not 100% sure. I need to double check this on the POH. You should also do the same. You may also deplete the batteries, so yeah, be careful. If you deplete the batteries, you can just hook up the APU or the auxiliary battery that comes with this aircraft to the nose of this aircraft, but it's a different topic. That's pretty much everything. I think you can now enjoy flying this aircraft with no issues at all. As promised, I will be making more content about this very aircraft in the near future, so stay tuned, subscribe. If you find this video useful, please like it and share. And that's it. Thanks a lot and fly safe.